There's the queen. It's early on this Friday morning. It's late June of 2019, and I'm heading down to Emelle, Alabama, northern Marengo County. We got some bees that are built in a camp house, and the owner needs the bees removed so they can enjoy the camp house a little bit. And the bees have been there for about 2 years, so I'm going to go check it out. It looks like it should be a fairly easy removal. The bees have built in a spot that's easy to get to, so that's always nice. But anyway, got a little video along the way. All right, YouTube, Richard Scott here. We're in Emelle, Alabama in Sumter County. Got Mr. Jerry Watt here. Hello.
Hello.
He's the owner of the property here, and he's got bees. All right, there's bees going up in here. Looks like they're between the floor joists of the floor above us. And Mr. Jerry here, he decided to put screws in, which is awesome. We don't have to take a crowbar to this. That is always nice. That's a nice surprise. Most people use, 4 to 6 inch nails, and it takes just about an army to pull them down. So it shouldn't be too bad. You got to take that facial board there, and then take these. What was that? 1x6s?
1x6s, 1x8.
Yeah, 1x8s. But there's the bees going in. See where it's kind of discolored. But you said the bees have been here how long? About
2 years.
2 years? Yeah. So it could be a pretty good hive. Not a whole lot of traffic, but it's early in the morning. Today's what, Friday? Today's 1st of July or?
No, 28th.
28th of June, 2019. See some of the bee traffic coming in and out there. See them bringing in pollen too.
Yeah, they loaded up with it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Got pretty this place is over here. Got him a big bass pond. I'm ready to do a little fishing. All right. So we got the first board down. There's the hive right there. You see the comb, and it runs back that way. So it won't be too bad to take these boards here off the ceiling. But again, that's the very first part of the hive. They don't run over into this joist. They're just in between this one. The wall is solid, so they can't go into the wall. But I believe our hive is going to run down this way. Anyway, Mr. Jerry over here, he's trying to be brave. Behind the screen door. Hey, these bees are a little mean. They're popping me some, so I'm glad I put a bee suit on, because I'd be stung all over the place. There they are. All right. Boards down. There they are. So that's the hive. It's not a big hive. It's decent size, but it doesn't go as far as we thought. But that's the edge of it right there. So they're a little aggressive, but not bad. Not the most aggressive, but I can promise you when I start vacuuming these bees, they're going to be kind of hot. A little bit of honey down the end there, but all your brood's going to be right there. So the hive is exposed. That's what she looks like. All the bees over here at the brood. I sprayed some Bee Quick back in here, and it doesn't harm the bees. It just keeps them from running back in that between those joists where I can't reach. So some of the bees have kind of piled up over here over the brood. That's where your honey is. Not a lot of it, but a little bit. But all the bees are confined to that one space. And let me show you what I'm using here. This is a vacuum rig, so this is a homemade rig if you can't tell with all the duct tape. And I will suck the bees using the shop vac over there into this box, and the bees will be trapped in this box and they can't get out, but it doesn't kill the bees because I can control the airflow. I'll put this box on top of my hive box. Inside this box I've got a comb, and I'm going to cut comb out of the hive and put in there so the bees are going to have the resources. They'll immediately be able to go back to that. I can then transport the bees to their new home, which is going to be on one of my bee yards. So we're not killing the bees, giving the bees a chance to live and thrive in a new place. Just so Mr. Jerry doesn't have to hide behind the door over there. Hey, I don't blame you. I don't like getting stung either.
Maybe,
But
maybe we can start enjoying the cabin.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
They've had us blocked off after about a year now.
Oh, really? See, they've had them blocked off for a while. And this is the benefit of doing a hive removal. See some of this pretty comb here. This is all honey right here. Try some of that. That's from your camp house. Is that good?
That's the real stuff.
That is real honey right there. Look at that. Beautiful honey.
It is.
See how dark it is?
Wow.
It's just part of the honeycomb. And there's a little bit more in there, but said, hey, we need to get a taste of this. That's good honey, ain't it?
It is delicious.
He's packing some in his container.
All I need is a hot biscuit.
Yeah, need a hot biscuit. Now you're welcome to go up there and grab it out of that hive.
Right.
Still got bees on it.
Oh, I got you over there, friend.
You can't beat this stuff. So I went ahead and cut the honey out. The honey was right there, and there wasn't a lot of that, just enough to make a couple of jars maybe. But there's your baby bees, where the brood is inside there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's cat brood in there. So I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to frame it, but I got to vacuum some more of these bees. The queen is somewhere in here. I'm going to try to find her. I've got a little cage. This thing right here, I'm going to put the queen in if I find her, and I'll put her into the hive box. That way she's not harmed, because queen is very important. I want to get her, so I'll put her in there so she's safe. I'm going to vacuum the rest of these bees up. Just kind of show you what it looks like, just a suction of this. And again, this vacuum rig does not hurt the bees. It doesn't kill them. Just enough suction to pull the bees into my catch box without harming them. And the whole time I'm doing this, I'm looking for the queen. Sometimes it's hard to spot her. I'm going to try to find her. Here's the first section of comb I cut out. There's not a lot of brood on here, but down to these cells, I know it's going to be hard to see, but there's larvae and eggs down to these cells, so they'll cap that off eventually. Got a little rim of honey on top for the bees to eat, but again, I'm going to, more than likely the other combs, the other frames will have more cap brood. But no doubt there's still a queen in there. I see fresh eggs down to these cells. I know it's hard to see, but anyway, I'm going to put this in my frame, rubber band it together, put it in my hive box. I'm putting the comb in these frames with rubber bands, and I've got some honey, there's brood, there's eggs and larvae down here, and I put this in my hive box so the bees will immediately have resources. So, you know, while we take the bees from one place to another place, they need those resources to be able to survive, and that's what we're doing, getting as much as we can, but getting done. Won't be much. Here's the update. Haven't seen the queen yet, but starting getting a lot better brood now. And where there's not any cap brood, which that's the baby bees that are being born, that are being raised inside there. Inside these cells that look empty is full of eggs and larvae, and those will be capped off. Then you got some honey up here on top, but still working. Getting there. All right, so I just sprayed some Bee Quick in here. And again, Bee Quick is just a spray they don't like the smell. It doesn't harm the bees. I'm trying to run the queen out. That's another queen somewhere tucked in there. Waiting on her to come out. I'm going to get her in the queen clip, and we call it a day. Looking for her. How about that? There's the queen. Now I'm going to put her into the hive box. All the bees are gone. This job is complete.